Good morning and welcome to our special Bus to Business event featuring Bardstown employers and schools. We are excited for this special session of the Kentucky Chamber Workforce Center's Bus to Business virtual program series. My name is Harper Smith and I'm the Senior Manager of the Kentucky Chamber Workforce Center, and I help direct our Bus to Business program. Bus to Business is a statewide initiative focused on connecting students with employers with the goal of showing students what career pathways are available in their own communities. This is a special event in partnership with the Bardstown Nelson County Chamber of Commerce and the Kentucky Chamber Workforce Center's Talent Pipeline Management Program. This program will help foster exploration in students with excellent career and work-based learning opportunities that are available in Bardstown. Before we begin, I want to thank our sponsors, Kentucky SHRM and AT&T, for their investment in helping to bring classrooms to careers through our program. All of our resources and videos are linked on our website, kychamber.com/bus2business, as well as housed on our YouTube and Facebook channels. So rewatch these and share them with your networks will be great. So thanks so much for joining in, and we hope you learned something new today. Today, we'll be hearing from Orbis Corporation, Nelson County Schools, Bardstown City Schools, and ECTC. And there will be a Q&A led by Executive Director of the Bardstown Nelson County Chamber, Lisa Thomas, and Kentucky Chamber Workforce Center Talent Pipeline Management Project Manager, Zach Gobert. So we'll start with a video from Orbis, and thank you all for joining in, and I hope you guys learned something new today.
I'm Charlie Hagan. I'm production supervisor. I've been with Orbis Corporation for 21 years. Out on the floor, I make sure everybody's productive and safe and we're doing the right things to get all of our parts to the customer. I really like working with the people here at Orbis. We have a great culture. We do an engaging culture where we get employees involved in all of our projects and activities. So it's really helpful when you have a whole team of people working together to get the job done.
My name is Jason Rodas. I've been with the company for 22 years. I'm the technical manager. Orbis offers tuition reimbursement for any employee that's been here longer than 6 months. I was able to take advantage of that and got a 2-year and a 4-year degree while working here, and Orbis paid for everything.
My name is Frances Fick. I'm a human resource representative for Orbis. Right now, the positions that we have available would be like material handlers, production operators, maintenance technicians, setup technicians, and processors. Our benefits kick in on your 31st day of employment, so that's really fast. You don't have to wait those 60 days. We also have tuition reimbursement. We have tuition advancement if anybody's wanting to look to further their career. We have great opportunities here at Orbis. Most of our supervisors started out on the production floor and actually have worked their way up using those benefits. We have the 12-hour shifts, the 2-2-3 schedule. Basically, you're off every other weekend and you're always going to have 2 days off during the week, whether it's a Monday, Tuesday, or a Wednesday, Thursday. And so you do have those 2 days during the week that you are able to make those type of appointments. And then you don't have to miss work for it as well.
My name is Corey Galey. I've been here for 4 years. The best thing about working for Orbis is set the safety culture. I definitely feel like Orbis cares about their employees, and they take the extra step to make sure that we're safe.
My name is Kristen Sakranowski, continuous improvement manager as well as the production manager in the facility, and I've been here 4 years this month. In respect to your quality of life, your work-life balance here is awesome. So you have the capability of doing your personal life on the side when you want to, instead of just weekends. I've worked in other companies in my life that have nothing like this. We have a homegrown culture called Leaf, and it treats people like people need to be treated, which is the wonderful thing. And that's why I'm still here today, is because of our culture.
I will now kick it over to Shelly Bell from Orbis. And 1 second as I pull up your presentation. And here you go, Shelly.
Thank you. It's great being a part of both the chamber and also workforce, and also working with our Nelson County school systems. I can say that the bus to business program is a great opportunity for students to see exactly what employers are doing. Next slide, please. At Orbis, we have a strong philosophy that both work and school can go hand in hand. That as you're working with us, that you can obtain either an associate's degree, a certification, or even a bachelor's degree, or master's or a doctoral degree, whichever one you choose or whichever one fits your goals and ambitions. Next, please. As was stated on the video, we do have a tuition reimbursement plan, and that pays up to $5,250 a year. That can be for any of those programs that I mentioned, whether it's a certification, associates, a business associates, a bachelor's, or a master's, or whatever that may be. We also work with your schedule, which is slightly unheard of by most businesses. And that being said, that we understand that classes may be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we allow our employees to take classes during the day and make up those hours. So it's a great opportunity for you to advance your career here with Orbis. Next, please. As you can see, we have a lot of homegrown talent. We have Derek, who started out fresh out of high school at 18. He's the one with the orange vest with the company. He started out as a production worker, and now he's over our materials team, having obtained a bachelor's degree while he was here. And as you can see, we have various positions and opportunities available, whether that's in automation, logistics, maintenance, mode technician, technical, or administrative side. So anything that you could possibly want or desire, we do have here at Orbis for you to pursue that career, even HR. Next, please. We also offer in-house apprenticeship programs and also career progressions. Some of those in-house apprenticeship programs consist of maintenance, machinist, and also technical, which includes process and setup positions. We work hand in hand with ECTC on those programs. And also we have Tooling U, which is a technical-based learning platform that we utilize here at the plant. Last year, we had over 12 individuals that participated and also completed some type of certification or an associate's degree program. In-house, we also have our operator progression program. So once someone starts starts out at Orbis, they begin as a general operator. From that, they can progress to a operator A, operator B, and also you see operator C, D, and E. With each of those progressions, you can actually obtain your career goals. And there's also a monetary point to those progressions. Operator C allows someone that's interested in technical fields like maintenance, industrial maintenance, machinists, or those other technical roles to pursue. Operator D allows those individuals that are interested in, say, more logistics side of our manufacturing environment to pursue those careers. And an operator E is for those individuals that are looking for leadership roles or admin roles. So that can be anywhere from an HR manager to our plant manager, continuous improvement manager, and things like that. So those are all great opportunities that we do have here at Orbis for those individuals that are wanting to pursue them. Next, please. We also participated, or we still do participate, in job shadowing programs as well as plant tours. As you can see, we've had students from the various school districts within Nelson County here for our programs. We provided tours and job shadowings for them and are happy to do so. We feel that the more those students understand what we do here and what the opportunities are, then they'll choose Orbis as their preferred employers. As you can see, we have various groups and our staff participates in those. We find that showing students what we do and what's done here is just the next step in building that relationship for the for their transition from student to employee. Next, please. As you can see from our videos, Orbis is a part of the Bardstown, Nelson County community. We're happy to be so. We're happy to do so. We're happy to bridge the gap between student life to your career. If you do have any questions, please follow up with one of us in HR or also any of the staff members here at the plant. We're happy to conduct tours, to give you insight on the various positions that we have available, and also just say that Orbis is a great place to work. Thank you.
Hi, Shelly.
Hi, Lisa.
I am so glad that you joined us to present today. And Orbis has worked with the Bardstown Nelson County Chamber in the past to increase awareness of careers at Orbis by sponsoring our Young Leaders program, which is for high school sophomores, and providing a tour. And I saw you had some pictures of your tour. Why is it important to expose high school students to careers at Orbis?
Well, I can say that by exposing the students to careers at Orbis, it gives them an insight that maybe the parent or the counselors are not able to do at this point. It shows them that there's gainful employment here within our community, which our positions range from anywhere from our starting salary of $15.50 an hour to all the way up to $100,000 a year. So those are great benefits that are right here locally for someone.
Good. Well, and if I was a high school student entering the workforce, what should I know to advance a career at Orbis? What would be a first step?
Well, the first step would be to, of course, contact the plant. We're one of those facilities that are, well, by contacting the plant, I would say contacting our HR representative. That would be either myself or Francis. We could then schedule a tour so that you can see the facility, so that you can understand what we do as far as the manufacturing side and also the innovation side. You know, we're one of those companies that believe that sustainability is the way to go, both for not just our community, but also for the global community. Our products are recycled. So what that means from a standpoint is that any of the products we make, the pallets, containers, or what that may be, our vendors or our customers are able to send those back after they've completed their lifespan, and then we grind them up and repurpose them into another product. But as I said, by taking the student or the young person through the plant, they can see the opportunities, whether that's in production, automation, technical roles, and also, as I said, admin roles. It's really important that individuals understand that it's not just about work, but it's also about work and school going hand in hand. Those careers that are in the next 10 to 15 years will require some type of technical training. So that's why it's so important that the individuals look at both the workforce and school to do that. And Orbis strongly believes in that.
Yeah, Shelly, I have one quick question for you. I just wanted to reiterate Lisa's comments saying thanks for being here today. It's been fantastic to work with you and all that you do for the school community and everything within Nelson County and Bardstown. So my question is, obviously you touched on a little bit of some of the work-life balance and company culture within Orbis. I just want to know if you could expand upon a little bit about what it is to work at Orbis, or what is the company culture?
What the company culture is based on our leaf culture. And that's a culture of basically asking not who performed maybe an incorrect act, but asking how we can make it better or how we can make improvements. So that's a major part of our culture. Also, promotion from within is another key part, and also the training or career progression. As you can see from our video, we have various individuals, whether that's Charlie, Jason, that started out on the production floor and have now become, salary members of management, which in some companies that's slightly unheard of, but they also pursued their degree. So I won't say that it was easy. So they had to work and also complete their degree programs and, minimum associates or bachelors or even masters. So I would say that overall, our culture is one of embracing education and embracing work, and also ensuring that you have that time to spend with your family. That's why we believe that as far as when it comes to overtime, that it's posted 30 days in advance so that you can make those plans with your family. You also have 2 weekends off a month. So that's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that you have to spend with your family. You also have days off during the week in order to make to have appointments, say with your doctor, or to do business that you may need to do. Say for instance, get your car tax or something like that. You don't have to worry about missing work. You actually have time to do things like that.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know. I just got my car tags renewed the other day, so I appreciate that for sure. So thank you again for being here. And Harper, we'll go ahead and kick it back over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Shelly and Lisa and Zach. Great presentation. We will now begin to hear from Nelson County Schools and Bardstown City Schools on their work-based learning opportunities and experiences. So we will start with from Nelson County Schools. Thanks, Laura.
Good morning, and I want to thank the Chamber and the Workforce Center for allowing this opportunity to connect. And I also want to thank the Bardstown Nelson County Chamber, who has been a great partner as we explore within Nelson County schools how to rethink experiences for our students. And as we have spent the past 2 to 3 years asking our community, what is the purpose of school? Many community members and employers often emphasize priorities around workforce development, and our school district is very committed to creating a future pipeline for our community. And we are so committed to that we actually have placed workforce development leaders in both of our high schools. So our 2 high schools service around 1,300 students, and we have a dedicated workforce leader who works with our students, grades 9 through 12, really exploring what opportunities are available and what experiences need to happen while in high school to ensure that our students can connect to the workforce. So what are some things that we're doing in Nelson County schools that we think will positively impact the workforce? We are creating pathways that include general education opportunities along with career and technical opportunities that are aligned to Elizabethtown Community and Technical College. So I just pulled our dual credit numbers that are related to career and technical education, and we have over 300 students in our district who are receiving dual credit in the career and technical education field. So it's helping our families even rethink what is really meant by early college and career opportunities. And there's a variety of career and technical education opportunities that are available to our students, and our students can leave high school well on their way to Associates of Applied Science that align to fields like industrial maintenance, engineering technology, an Associates of Applied Science in nursing. So we provide a variety of opportunities for our students to get dual credit in career and technical education fields that align with the demand of our regional workforce. We also have a large focus around work-based learning. So our goal is that every student in Nelson County schools graduates high school having had a work-based learning experience. So this year, 88% of our seniors, and keep in mind, this is in the middle of a pandemic, 88% of our seniors are enrolled in a community-based work experience, and some of those extend beyond County. We even have students that travel to Louisville for work-based experiences. And that helps our students realize that the world is larger than Bardstown and Nelson County, and we have students connected to numerous opportunities. So in order to do this, what does it require on our end? It requires flexibility in scheduling. So our seniors have 3 to 4 options on what their week can look like in Nelson County schools, and that schedule is determined by what the employer asks for. So if, for example, when we were working with our construction partners, construction employer said, we don't want a kid showing up at 12 because we might be moving to a different job site. We need a student all day engaged in our workplace, really learning what a full day looks like. So we provide options where students can come to school 2 days a week, work 3 days. They can do vice versa. They can come to school 3 days a week, work 2. And then also we provide half-day options. So we leave a lot of flexibility up to our students and employers. So again, we were at 88% this year. Our goal is to be at 100% next year. In fact, this week we've had over 100 seniors going through interviews with local employers. And the best story of this is some of our employers are reaching out to our students to offer job opportunities for this summer and next school year. And I'm referencing juniors, okay? So these are students who will be working their senior year, and the students are telling the employers they have 2 or 3 interviews lined up, and they want to go through all their interview processes, and then they'll let the employer know where they want to land. So we have students who are eager to engage with our workforce, and we've provided flexibility in scheduling and have really created a staffing model within our district that allows our professionals to support students in being able to make those connections. And then lastly, one of the things that we have done, and Orbis has been a great partner in doing this, is our teacher externship model. And if we expect teachers to talk about opportunities in our community, then teachers need to have space and time to go explore what those opportunities are. So last school year, we sent out over 150 teachers and students to engage in the teacher externship experience, where we just really explored what is our community, what types of employment opportunities are available, and how can students contribute to those employers. So this year, some of that was impacted by COVID, but we're excited. We're starting to talk about what the possibilities can look like next year to move forward with those opportunities. But again, I want to thank the Bardstown Chamber for being a great partner, and really looking forward to creating more opportunities in Nelson County and our region as our students want to get more engaged with our employers, and just excited about the future.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Laura. I'm now going to bring up Lance Blanford from Bardstown City Schools, and then we'll have a Q&A with Laura and Lance after that. So welcome, Lance.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, you sound good.
Okay. All right, great. Well, again, thanks. I want to reiterate what Laura said. Thank you to the Bardstown and Nelson County Chamber of Commerce, the State Chamber, Orbis, and everyone else that has made this opportunity possible today. It's always good to see you all and get this information out. What's exciting, I think, more than anything is every time we get together to talk about the opportunities that we're creating in this community, it seems like I learn more and more opportunities are being created. And that's one thing that Bardstown City Schools and Nelson County Schools and Bethlehem and the local Chamber of Commerce has really committed ourselves to here locally. And we've done that through a number of different ways. But that collaboration really is what is making all of this happen. And we're doing it in the best interest of students. And so it's really exciting. And our local workforce is obviously going to benefit from it for a long time to come. In order to kind of describe Bardstown's approach to work-based learning and how we're partnering with local industry, I thought it'd be best to kind of share the Path to Pro program a little bit and what all we're doing. So I'm going to share my screen real quick here. Bear with me. All right. Can you all see that there? Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. All right, great. All right. So this is Bardstown City Schools Path to Pro it's a student-driven, individualized learning plan and advising program. There are pretty much 3 topics that we really try to work with each individual student on, and that is discovering their purpose, developing their academic and transition plan, and determining their personal and professional passions. We feel like if they know who they are as individuals, and they can develop the appropriate plan to match that, then ultimately that's where that passion is established. As we look at the step 1 in the purpose plan, so scroll down here, without a doubt, we believe that this is the most important phase that the student should spend the most time in. The purpose phase starts the minute that a Bardstown student walks into our preschool program. We believe that in order to develop purpose, you must receive a well-rounded education in character development, community engagement, communication skills, collaboration opportunities, and of course, really, really strong academic rigor. We work hard in and out of school to create opportunities to help the students explore who they are as individuals and help them discover their interest in natural talents. And then we've actually committed ourselves to having a student advisory period that's scheduled for every single day that allows for these opportunities for that student self-exploration. We feel that if we put the most of our effort in this purpose phase, that and the self-discovery phase, that the chances for student success in the next phases are going to be really high. And so once they've determined who they are as individuals and students over the course of many, many years, by the time that they get into the middle school and high school level, they kind of transition into the next phase, which is really focusing in on that developing that plan. And so what we've done is we've developed a website called the Student P2P. It's an individualized learning plan. So where we take their skills and interest and we really hone in on where they can apply those skills and interest within different sectors of the workforce. And we've done that by looking at our different concentrations. So we broke down our programming that we offer here at Bardstown City Schools, and we've divided them into these concentrations. And students can go in and out of these concentrations with the goal being that by the time that they're a junior or a senior, that they've kind of have a good understanding of which concentration they want to focus on whatever post-secondary plan they decide to go after. And so all of these links on the Path to Pro website are clickable, and they can go into and see some courses that align with that particular concentration, and also get an idea of other students that have completed that concentration and the work experiences that they've had out in the community, and also too what their academic schedule looks like. And they can look at their other students' P2P or individualized learning plan and help it get inspiration to develop their own. As part of this plan, I wanted to kind of show you here. I'll go out. I'm going to stop sharing this screen, and I'm going to share this other tab real quick. I wanted to show you what a student P2P looks like. This one is for Ying Lin, and she is one of our media and arts. And this is her P2P. Ying is a go-getter, and like I said, she's focused on media and arts, and this gives you an idea. She's got her academics here, she's got her courses aligned, her extracurricular activities, all of her learning goals. But I think what's most important about this is that it showcases each student's individual skill sets, which employers can look at and have some confidence in when we're trying to get these students out into work-based learning opportunities, that these students are coming well equipped, skilled, and they have something to contribute. This is an example of some of Ying Lin's artwork here. So again, those employers are going to be able to look over this and know that they're getting a high quality student from Bardstown City Schools. Going back here. So going back to the Path to Pro site again. So we've talked about step 1 is helping them identify their purpose. Step 2 is to develop that plan. And then the next step, of course, is helping them determine their passion. And we really feel like that there's no better way to do that than after they've done that exploratory phase and they've developed their P2P. Now they want to put it in their skill set and their knowledge to work. And that's going out and getting involved in the community in a work-based learning opportunity. And that's where really the rubber hits the road. and they can see the fruits of their labor and become passionate about what they want to do as they move forward. And so what we've done is we've worked with the chamber very closely. As part of the workforce committee, we helped develop the chamber's hub, where students and employers alike can go to a website that is sponsored by the chamber and access and suggest different work-based learning opportunities. Students can then log into a internship management system where they can apply for those positions and explore different positions. And it's really streamlined how we're doing the work-based learning process here at in our community, and we're very thankful for that. As a matter of fact, I think that the chamber and also to our regional workforce development board has used Nelson County and this particular internship model as a model in trying to duplicate throughout the state. And so again, I kind of reiterate, what we're doing here in Nelson County. I feel like the collaboration between not only the school systems, but also to all of our community partners really is providing opportunities for students like never before. And ultimately, our workforce is going to benefit in the long run. So again, that's kind of an overview of the Path to Pro program at Bardstown City Schools. And if y'all have any questions, I'll be glad to answer it.
Well, Lance, Laura, as your local chamber, we are excited anytime that we see that there's students in the workplace. And so I just have a couple of questions. This first one is for Bardstown City Schools, Lance. You were talking about the Path to Pro program that assists in students developing a purpose, plan, and how to determine their passion. And so do you have a success story that you can share with us?
Oh, yeah, several. One particularly that comes to mind is that, and Laura, I think, would agree with this. Getting the employers engaged and committed to providing these opportunities has been one of the largest hurdles for us. And we want to get employers to the table more and more so that they can understand that the talent that we are developing within our school systems is highly skilled, and they're coming with not only the foundational knowledge and the skill set, but they're also coming too with those, everybody talks about those soft skills. I think that there is, unfortunately, for some, there is a trend that they think that these students don't have these skills, and I'm here to tell you that's not true. They are highly skilled and ready to enter the workforce because of the efforts that we're putting into place. But a case in point and an example was there was a young lady by the name of Hannah Holmes. She's a senior this year, and she's working at Salzman, Willett, Deaton, and Hamilton Law Office. And I reached out to one of the attorneys there, and I said, hey, are you willing to take on this student intern? She's extremely interested in going into political science and pursuing a career in law. And he was like, Lance, it's right in the middle of a pandemic. I've got so much going on. I'm just not real sure if I can bite that off right now. And so I said, okay, well, I'll tell you what, just let me send you her P2P, or, her digital resume portfolio. Let me send that to you. And then after you look over that, if you're not confident in what the student can help you in your organization, then I'll go elsewhere and I'll find another lawyer to take her on. And so I sent it to him, and about 3 or 4 days later, he calls me and he says, Lance, this is outstanding. I could read about her biography. I could see some of her work in her history classes and some of the political science classes. And it gave me a sense of confidence, and I'd like to interview her. So she went in, we worked on her interview, and she went in and she crushed the interview, and he hired her on, and he said, you know what, we're going to get you just filing paperwork for now, and then get your feet wet. Well, he quickly realized that her skill set was much more than just filing paperwork. And so she then was going on into some court hearings and some evidence reviews, and really getting an in-depth look to what goes on in the day-to-day life of a lawyer. And it has inspired her so much. So actually, she was in a terrible car wreck in October of last year, and I called and checked on her our grandfather, and I said, "How's Hannah doing?" And he says, "Well, she just cannot wait to get cured up so she can head back to her internship." And so that's the type of impact that we're having on these students here. And I'm proud to say too, she started off non-paid, right? It was just a non-paid internship, and they realized her skill set so much that they said, not only are we going to start paying you, but we're going to back pay you for the time that you've been here. And so to this day, she's still working. She plans to attend the University of Kentucky in political science and pursue a law degree. So that's one of many examples, but one that particularly sticks out to me.
I love hearing success stories like that. And so that's wonderful to hear. The next question I have is for Nelson County Schools with Laura. And so Nelson County high schools, there's 2 of them, and both of them are community minded. And so how does work-based learning help students discover their place in our community?
I love that question, and I think Lance, when he shared that success story, could also help answer that question based on what he shared. But as we think about workforce development in our district, and as we have conversations with community and students and families, we see it from a much bigger picture than kids just going to work. And it's really about helping kids develop a social network. And as we think about our own professional journeys, oftentimes we get connected to people and places because of people that we've met along the way that say, hey, yeah, I know so-and-so that owns this company or does this, and maybe you'd like to explore here. And we often reflect on a quote that comes from the book, The Power of Place. And the quote talks about how empowered communities would be if every high school graduate left with 100 connections to community members. So just think about it. As a high school graduate walks across the stage, if in their back pocket they had made connections to 100 people in our community outside of their family. And I think that is our approach as we think about work-based learning. It's really this bigger piece of community and how do you contribute to community through your work.
That's awesome. Both of you guys, those success stories and opportunities for students. I mean, I know for me coming out of high school, I never had this exposure to business. And so for students to have that opportunity now is fantastic. So my question for both of you all to answer is obviously, these are opportunities for students to go to business, but when they're back inside the classrooms at Bardstown City Schools and Nelson County Schools, how are the skills they're learning in the classroom tying back into what they learn or practice within business?
Yeah, so before our students go out into the community, from our perspective, it is very important that they have those foundational skills that they're going to be successful. But once they also too get out into the community, they're going to start picking up on some things that just we cannot teach within the classroom. And so that's where the magic happens, and why it's important to get these students the opportunities is because of the authenticity that a work-based learning opportunity creates in taking the knowledge that they have established for years and years and years, and skills they've established for years and years and years that cannot be duplicated in the classroom, and actually putting it to work in real life. And we talk about that passion phase, and I think at that point, that's where the magic really happens. And that passion is like, oh, okay, I get this, I'm good at this, and they feel a sense of self-worth by being able to put it in place and getting the product of their work. You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
My screen stopped for a second. Sorry about that. But also too, what we've learned is it helps the teacher bring actually take a back seat for the students that are going out into the community. Once they come back into the classroom and they're taking those higher level classes, and they're also mixing their experiences with the work-based learning, it helps the teacher actually take a back seat, and they can talk about and implement some of the learning skills that they're getting on the job and incorporate it into the classroom, and also mentor younger students and say, hey, this is what it looks like in a real life setting. And so we're allowing our students to create more and more student leadership in that regard. And that is one way that we are trying to bring the outside world back into the classroom.
So there is such power in students taking their work beyond the walls of a classroom, as Lance said. And one of the ways we are thinking about this is, how do we create community classrooms? So some examples of things that we'll be introducing next school year are what we're calling our community collab models. And these are place-based models where learning happens at places throughout our community. And that means an English teacher is at that place. Maybe an arts teacher is at that place, a career and technical teacher, science teacher, math teacher. Teachers that have traditionally been in the walls of a classroom are taking students to places and learning. So we'll be doing that at Bernheim Forest next year. So we will be having 3 or 4 teachers and around 100 and some students going to Bernheim on a daily basis to learn about the environment, agriculture, sustainability, how the future of technology will impact agriculture and sustainability. We will also be having an arts collab at the Stephen Foster Amphitheater. So as you think about arts and communication, how does business and tourism impact some of those fields? And then we're even creating a collab within our own education community. And the best way students can learn to be teachers is to have them embedded in all of our classrooms in our whole Nelson County community. So I think my response to that is, let learning happen in places and not just wait until senior year of high school to get them connected to an employer. It has to be through that whole preschool through high school journey.
Yeah, certainly. That's very exciting opportunities for both of you all. And tying back into that, kind of the last statement, you know, if I was a high school student watching this presentation today, I saw Orbis's video. I'm very excited about that. I'm excited about getting involved within your programs. What is your all's best piece of advice that you can give a student for how they can get best prepared for the workforce starting today?
I can go first on this one. I think it's explore and connect to people. Connect to people who can share their story, share their journey, and share their connections to really expand opportunities. So we talk about local to global connections. There are so many things that happen in this community and in this region that can help our students see the world from such a bigger picture. So explore, get connected to people, and just get out there and learn about the world and what's going on, and really create your own opportunities, because high school students right now, who even know what jobs are going to look like in 5 to 10 years down the road? Those jobs aren't even created yet. So the ability to be able to be flexible and agile, and just the desire to learn and connect with people.
Yeah, I would echo a lot of what Laura says. I mean, it's all about getting those experiences and being able to work with and collaborate effectively with others. And so, again, we talk about like the difficulty duplicating that within a school setting, just by the nature of that. It's important from day one, by the time that they enter preschool and before, really, that they are exploring all the different opportunities that exist in this community and beyond. And you know, we talk about like really trying to help students identify their passions, and that way we can establish a post-secondary opportunity, you know, and kind of help them go into a seamless transition. The only way that we can do that is if they've had a bunch of different experiences before and they've been able to rule out like this doesn't interest me, or this is not my gift, you know. And in doing that, like, we just really need to continue to promote all the different opportunities, the organizations, and get them to the table and be willing to work with the school systems to provide these opportunities. So the more and more we do events like these, the easier that's going to get. And when we started this and really started putting a lot of emphasis on workforce development over the last 3 years, in that 3 years, the difference, it has been amazing. Now, we got hit with the pandemic, but employers are starting to respond. They're starting to see the fruits of the school's labor and the talent that we're cranking out. And we hope to continue to build on that momentum so that again, all ages can have access to all of this community has to offer. One thing that I did notice, it was in, I think, my leadership class or something. They asked us, they said, who all's been on a tour of my old Kentucky home here? And about half of us raised our hand, and the other half didn't. And these are our community leaders. The fact that they've never taken a tour of my old Kentucky home right here is extremely problematic, I think, and something that we need to continue to promote, because who's going to sell our community better than our own, right? So.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you both. And I think to any high school student, I can just echo back, coming as a recent college graduate, just get involved and get out there. And I think that's the best opportunity you have to really learn, like Lance said, what you like and what you don't like, and be able to best move forward. So thank you both for joining us today. And Harper, we'll kick it back to you.
Yep, thank you guys so much. That was a great learning session, and I think you all have really great programs at your schools, it sounds like. So moving on, we are going to now hear from Kayla Douthit from ECTC on their apprenticeship program. So welcome, Kayla.
Hello, everybody. Like she said, I'm Kayla. Nice to see you, everybody. I'm going to be talking a little bit about apprenticeship. So I will share my presentation now. So I actually have another lady in my office. Her name is Kim, but she couldn't be here today. So myself and Kim are two apprenticeship project coordinators at ECTC. So if you're feeling stuck after graduation and you're not sure what to do, that's all right. I've been there. I was totally unsure what I wanted to do when I graduated. So an apprenticeship can allow you to make money and have a work-based experience and get the education all at the same time. Oftentimes, we think we just get a job and maybe we can't go to school, or we have to go to a college, but then we have no experience after we graduate. Like I said, that happened to me. So an apprenticeship can let you get both of those at the same time. And you'll hear oftentimes, earn while you learn. That's one of my favorite things to tell people. So.
Hey, Kayla, we can't hear your presentation. Sorry.
Oh, you can't hear me?
We can hear you. We just can't see your slides.
Oh. I think I was just sharing it with myself. I'm sorry. Let me share it with everybody else. Let me try this again. I just put it in presentation mode and didn't hit share.
No problem.
Well, it's only letting me share my actual screen instead of my PowerPoint. So I don't know. Don't know about that. Let's see. Now, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So where I left off, I won't repeat what I just said. Sorry about that. So you do have a choice after graduation. You can either take another class, or you can have a job, or you can take on a career pathway that lets you have real workplace experience, lots of perks, and coworkers to mentor you at the same time, plus a steady paycheck. So you can sound like a dream, but it's actually real. So some benefits of an apprenticeship are there's many scholarships and grants that help you pay for school. So if you're worried about college debt or the expense of college, there's actually no college debt in an apprenticeship. So you can enjoy what you do and use your skills and talents. And you can advance within the company. Like Orbis was talking about, they have a lot of advancement opportunities. So you could advance within a company. Regular mentoring and career support. So you'll have someone that's been there, done that, so to speak, watching over you in your apprenticeship to make sure that you're doing the job effectively. And you can learn skills for life. And you can improve your earning potential. So you can start out maybe in production and move up to maintenance if you do an industrial maintenance apprenticeship or something like that. And there's over 1,200 jobs that are actually apprenticeable. Any job can potentially become an apprenticeship. So there's things like industrial maintenance, tool and die, business and IT, diesel mechanics, engineering and robotics, business and marketing, CNA and nursing, culinary arts, and a whole lot more. So there's all kinds of opportunities for apprenticeships. And that was short and sweet, but if you all have any questions, let me know. I think I stopped sharing it.
Yeah, I'm going to kick us off. So, Kayla, this is a very exciting opportunity, and I know for me as a high school student, I was unaware of apprenticeship opportunities. So, what's the best way for a high school student to find out what apprenticeships are available and how to get involved with them?
You can contact myself, or like I said, the other lady's name is Kim. So both of us have the same job responsibilities about trying to get apprenticeship started. So you can contact me or Kim at the college.
Awesome. That's fantastic. And then last question I have on that is, what does a typical week look like for an apprentice? Are you working 40 hours a week? Or are you going to class still? Or what does that look like?
So you are their employee. So if you worked for a position, you work for them however many hours that position is, but then you also come to class. But most of our classes now, or a lot of them, are online. But you also can work what's in a cohort, so you can work with people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, so you can take the classes together. So that's a really big help for people like, I'll say maintenance again, but we have a lot of maintenance cohorts and apprenticeships that are taking the same classes at the same time.
I think you did a great job letting us know what kind of apprenticeships, how they work, and what is available. So you said if someone wants to have an apprenticeship, this is something that they can do in high school or once they have graduated high school, right?
Yep, they can do either or. Mm-hmm. They can start at the age 16.
Age 16, and they can get in contact with you at ECTC, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Well, thank you so much for partnering with us in the Chamber. I know that the Chamber partners with Workforce Solutions at ECTC to provide classes in the Chamber once you have already gotten into the workplace. And so that is always an option, and they can contact Christine Shelton and Beth Cassidy if employers want to provide workforce solutions, and if there's any employees that are a part of Chamber businesses that want to be involved in our educational classes, they can contact the Chamber. But thank you, Kayla, for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Now that I know how to share my screen. Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla, and thank you, everybody, for this great session. I know I learned a lot today. So we're thankful for that great session, learned a lot about these awesome programs that you guys have in Bardstown. So I just want to thank again, Lisa, Zach, Shelly, Laura, Lance, and Kayla. We're grateful for the partnerships with the Bardstown Nelson County Chamber of Commerce, Orbis, Nelson County Schools, Bardstown City Schools, and ECTC for the great session today. So please get involved in our Bus to Business program if you're not already. You can learn more at kychamber.com/bus to business, and we hope to see you all again soon. Thanks so much and have a great day.